You know how they say, sometimes, you gotta spoil yourself every now and then? Indulge a little bit in things that you would like to have? Well, remember I told you in the last video I got an additional extra hours, extra work hours because I stuck by my work, during the COVID-19. Well, this week I kind of went ahead and spoiled myself just a little bit. How's it going, old schoolers? You are Kicking It Old School, and I'm your host, Russell J.S., formerly Dr. Old School. When I talk about spoil myself a bit, well, remember that guy I showed you? The Namco Museum? Yeah, that cost me $106, and yes, it was worth my $106. I did play some of the games on there that I've never played before, like, the Pac-Mania, and, that Pac-Man themed Tetris. Some of those, I think they were basing those around young kids. They were kind of silly and cartoony. And Rolling Thunder, I think that was a little bit new at the time. Like maybe in the late 80s, after Pac-Man, I guess, had run its popularity in the arcade, they were looking for something else. They came up with Rolling Thunder 2, and Rolling Thunder 3, and a lot of those side-scroller games back then. The fighting and machine guns and everything, and, martial arts, those were the big deal back in the day. It's like, it was like, the Kung Fu movies of the late 60s and the early 70s, Fist of Fury, Enter the Dragon, all that kind of stuff. And, some of the movies like when Chuck Norris and Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone were making all those blow 'em up, kill the bad guys, get the girl action movie types. Well, I did the other day go ahead and spoil myself a little bit. I went over to Hot Topic and I bought a few T-shirts. A couple band T-shirts. They were kind of vintage looking and they were expensive, but you know what? Again, you have to spoil yourself from time to time. And I went down to Walmart and got a 6-pack of socks, of pairs of socks that I had to get because it was a special thing, something to do with my nostalgia and my youth. So with any further ado, let's check these bad Oscars out, shall we? Alright, the first T-shirt that I picked up at Hot Topic, like I said, it's kind of vintage looking. This Motley Crue looks like a Theater of Pain T-shirt, with the group photo. I haven't taken the tags off it yet. But, that's when Theater of Pain came out. There's nothing on the back like, tour dates or anything to make it, even more vintage. That would have been cool for, make it look like a T-shirt from the Theater of Pain tour. But, you know what, I guess they just decided, Motley Crue already cashed that check. Let's just go ahead and stamp a vintage photo of them on front of the T-shirt, and we'll sell it for $20-some. And Hot Topic, when it comes to buying, old band T-shirts like that, old style band T-shirts, they really are a pretty penny. And then the other T-shirt that I bought was this really cool Iron Maiden T-shirt I love how Iron Maiden does their T-shirts. Instead of the band's photo on the front, they put their mascot Eddie on there. And you got all the different versions. I love how they got all the different versions of Eddie from over the years, like Number of the Beast, The Trooper, and Aces High, and, Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. Iron Maiden, hands down, is probably one of the best heavy metal bands to come out of the 80s. One of the best 80s heavy metal bands of all time, should I say. And then the last thing I got was this pack of socks, Super Mario Brothers. When I was talking about, how this represents my nostalgic childhood from the 80s, right next to Pac-Man, I have always had a soft spot for Mario. To me, Mario and Pac-Man, when it comes to the video game world, they're pretty much when it comes to the whole world of video games altogether, they're right next to Q*bert, they're the quintessential, Mickey Mouse, Donald, Mickey Mouse being Pac-Man, Donald Duck being Mario, and Q*bert being Goofy. Or, Bugs Bunny being Pac-Man, or, Pac-Man being Bugs Bunny, Mario being Donald Duck, and I guess Q*bert being Sylvester. But, I had to go ahead and get this pack. Let's see what these socks look like as I tear this bad Oscar open. Well, the first pair I got out is Fireball Mario, but I would definitely not wear these. I mean, pink, yeah. No, I definitely would not wear these. Pink's not a color for a guy. Ugh. And then the next pair we have is, gotta make things difficult, don't they? Ugh. We got these, these gray socks with Super Mario, along with red, white, and blue, and red at the tip. And this is where he first gets the mushroom and grows big. This is a pair I would definitely put on. And then the next pair is a pair of black with green of Koopa Troopas. Koopa Troopas and Koopa coins. These, yes, I would definitely wear. And then the next pair is in a kind of a light blue color. If I can get them out. And they got Koopa Paratroopers on there. I guess you got the light blue for the sky, and, there's the Koopa Troopas with the wings. They were called the Paratroopas. And these I would definitely wear. Anybody that hangs around me, they know how much of a nostalgic video game kind of, well, I'm not going to take any glory from another YouTuber. I might get sued, but, you know what I'm getting at. And then the other pair, it's in this Fire Engine Red with Bowser Koopa. And yes, everybody would definitely know Bowser Koopa. So yeah, these would be definitely cool to wear. I'm hoping to find some packs like these with Star Wars socks. I mean, these would be the kind of socks that I wear when I go out, and then my regular white ones I'll just wear when I'm at work. And then the last pair that's in this collection, last but certainly not least, in sky blue you got Super Mario getting the mushroom. He just grew big, so he gets the mushroom. I found this pack at Walmart for $8.99. It was right there with the socks and the underwear. I was looking for the Pac-Man socks, but they didn't have them over at the mall. They must have sold out. But, I plan on looking for them too. But I can find some girl I know that would probably wear these, some kind of geek girl. She'd probably wear them. But, yeah, sometimes I am a firm believer, as long as you get your bills paid, as long as you're responsible in life and you got everything settled, everything's taken care of, it's nice every now and then to spoil yourself with things. I mean, you have to have things like, you have to have DVD movies, you have to have CDs, and you have to have something to occupy your mind. Just don't spend your whole life watching movies or video games and listening to music. I mean, they're all good things, but, a wise man, I believe, said, too much of a good thing can be bad. And that's some of the philosophies I live by. There's a lot of good things in life, but if you overindulge, it could get bad for you. But I'm on the verge to make another video for you soon. I just showed you those band T-shirts, and now I'm inspired. I'm going to set up a video to talk about, wearing band T-shirts when you're in high school. Well, that's all I have for this video. If you're new to the channel, feel free to hit a like, subscribe, ring the notification bell for future videos to come out, leave a comment down below. And, I also want to say thank you to, yeah, I got 41 subscribers in 3 years, but you know what? 41's better than no subscribers. And I thank each and every one of you for watching me and enjoying the channel. I mean, I hope, you tell your friends about me and tell your family. And, let's build things up. I also have a Facebook group, a group on Facebook. It's called Russell J.S.'s Old School Nerd Life. Feel free to hit that button to get involved in the group. Show me some vintage stuff you have, like if you still have toys from the past that you've had for years. We'll get into discussion about old music, old movies, old video games, old cars. Check out the group. Check out the group, and let's build help. I thank you all for being being the following that I have. Anyway, as soon as, and I know I talked about over the months, how I was going to do videos, like adventure videos. I still have those up in the air right now. I mean, one of the things I'm thinking about, I know a lot of people have vlogged it already, and, I still want to do it on my own, is I want to take you all to Davie, Florida, to the country club where they filmed the very first Caddyshack movie. Or should I say the only first Caddyshack movie. Remember, there was Caddyshack and Caddyshack 2, and Caddyshack 2 was really bad. But, there's other places out in Florida, like, if anybody's a fan of Joe Pesci and Danny Glover, then you're probably familiar with the buddy comedy called Gone Fishing, where they play two best friends who win a fishing trip down to the Everglades, which also co-stars Willie Nelson. I'm going to go ahead and scout where the locations are in that. It's just going to take a while due to this pandemic, And with that being said, I want to wish all of you and your families, all of you, stay safe and stay healthy. Remember, when you go out in public, wear your mask. And, keep washing your hands, everything. At any rate, this is your old pal, Russell J.S., wanting to wish you, as always, Godspeed. And also, if you're new to the channel, leave a like. Feel free to leave a like. Leave a comment down below. And subscribe. And tell your friends. Now, back to it. I wish you all Godspeed, and may the Force be with you always.